Mama, you know this, eh? Rita, she's 11. She was right come there to a home a couple days ago.
Oh, okay. I need this.
She's never see her result test. No more you go. No more he. My yard hat. Can't repeat me that. Have no money. I look at me very good. If you have to look at me, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed about. Here, I was said, I need justice for child.
Me I talk about St. Lucia and Marigot and the gang and the killing. But you know why I start the video with this video right here. This is how people in St. Lucia should feel when they lose a child or lose a loved one. People in St. Lucia don't react like this. And it is proven time and time again. I am going to play a clip of the young man who got shot a couple days ago after they kill his brother. They come back and kill him. And just listen to how his family react. And I am going to also go down into the gist of what I'm talking about, which is why is there so much murder in Marigot? What's going on? We need Chevron, the senior inspector. We'll go for say senior super inspector. Listen, in this clip I'm gonna play and people tell you about them afraid. Them can't even mourn them loved one in peace. Yo, you see me? Yo, me personally, you know, if somebody do that to my brother, you know, them have a big bumbuckler problem. Because guess what? You now go home, go fuck pussy, you know, and live a good life, you know, when you kill off my brother them, you know. And that a real bumbuckler attack. Let's go, yo.
Be a warning to all of you. If you ain't serving the Lord, you serve that devil. This is what you get for evil in your life.
Big up the country squad and the country people them all over the world. You are now tuned in to the most monitored vlog.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
It's Countryman again. Just I lick you with some wisdom, and I lick you with some knowledge. You gotta take inside your brain. It says, son, I've learned a lot out of reading people's faces. No matter how them are going, like them original, them fake. You gotta know when to walk and know when to run and know when to fall and know when to stand.
Viewers' discretion is advice. One more time. Viewers' discretion is advice.
The murder of 24-year-old Justin Raphael has plunged an already grieving family even further into mourning. On April 2nd, 2025, Raphael's older brother, Kate Jabatis, was the victim of a fatal shooting in Cooleytown. Now, mere days before his brother's funeral, Raphael met a similar demise. The family, outraged and rife with emotions, has issued a cry for justice for the young man.
Me want to know what's going on in Marigot, because I notice a lot of shooting, and when I say shooting, I mean killings going on in Marigot. Now I think that's where NSC is from, and I did talk about a couple boneheads who say them in a gang from Marigot, but see them kill two brother here. Them kill one 3 weeks to a month ago, and now them kill the next young youth. He's 24. When they hear how the mother and the sister them and the father them are ball and distraught. Something has to be done about this. Now, I am gonna play another clip and listen to this and tell me what I wanna get out of this. Can me get something out of
So
it?
what I have to say is just I need government to act seriously on that, because all the neighborhoods people around walking, they just know who. They just say out names. And I don't understand why the police taking so much time to just do a little arresting. Because as far as I'm concerned, what I heard already is the previous crime that had happened in Kulitong was one of the brothers, and that's another brother. And it looking like it's the same shooter again, taking revenge on whatever that he feels like.
Now, you all hear what the people in the community say. Everybody knows what's going on. People are talking, and what take the police them so long. Now, I am calling on the big bad Inspector Siobhan, because I did tell him about Bakatel and Marla and them bunch of gay guys out there doing them fuckery. But I am concerned about Marigot. So I am wondering why Marigot, that area, is not sanctioned and searched. And I am calling on Inspector Siobhan to do his job on that one. Now, before I play another clip, I need to know exactly what is going on down there, because it just seems like that place is topsy-turvy and man I drop like fly. Listen to this.
Members of the public and organizations are outraged over the silence that has ensued after the murder of 13-year-old Melchizedek Gilbert Tixie. The teenager was shot during a home invasion at Blusha Deriso. Tixie attended the Viewford Comprehensive Secondary School and loved football. He was shot on Wednesday, 31st July, 2 days before his birthday.
You would think that after this little boy gets shot and murder, somebody come in his house for I guess home invasion and shot this little boy, 13 years old. And you would think there would be a big uproar about this, but nothing happened. We didn't even hear the Prime Minister, none of the ministers them came out and said anything about this, Now, people were outraged, but you still didn't hear anything from the people in the community. You understand? Only one lady came out and speak out. And I'm gonna play what this lady said. And everything she said, it's the truth. Where is the Prime Minister?
A young man can take a gun and shoot a little baby. Yeah, he's 13, but he's still a baby. How can that be? How can that be the situation? Because, how is it that we cannot see that we are suicidal, we're killing our own selves? How can we achieve anything as a people when it is that we have a bigger brother pulling a gun on a little brother? Even though they are not related by blood, it's still brother, it's still one family. The young man that did this, he was once a 13-year-old. If someone had done that to him, where would he be now?
Well, I am talking about the amount of killings that's going on in Marigot. But I realize in this video, I am also addressing the nonchalant attitude of the Prime Minister and the ministers them in government, and the nonchalant attitude in the community. Now, you heard the clip earlier where the man said, listen, everybody know who killed those two brothers, but nobody will say nothing, and the police will not arrest. Now I got a call today from a gentleman overseas, and the man called me to make a comment on the video I did yesterday with showing the comparison between St. Lucia and Guyana, the reaction, and the man tell me straight out, it's the government. He said the government, and I was like, oh, you mean the government don't want to do anything? I said you have to blame the community, the non-speaking people in the community who support these violent producers. The man went on to say that the government is not paying the police them, and the police them, they don't want to put themselves at risk, and also that the criminals them employ the police because they give the police more money than their pay. And I'm quite sure they have heard this before, so why don't the government address these things? Why don't John Pierre, our name, the Prime Minister, go and visit some of these people, victims who got shot, whose family get killed? But I bet you in election, you'll be hugging babies and kissing babies for those votes. I bet you.
A mother returning home from work after several failed attempts to reach her daughter, 19-year-old Cherise Benoit, by telephone, noticed that the house was in darkness. When the mother entered the teenager's room, she found her child face down on the bed, bound and gagged. The way both her legs and hands were tied have raised suspicions that a killer or killers may have been experts, possibly accustomed to tying animals before slaughtering them.
Now, this is another murder in Marigot, and this one is 13 years ago, you know. Them find a girl dead in our house, and them tie her like how them tie animal. And up to now, this case not solved. She was 19 years old. The mother come home, call her. No answer. The mother panic, go in there, find her dead, strangled to death. So me want to know what's going on in Marigot. Marigot have a whole heap of issues from day one. That's why I brought this video back from the past to show what's going on in Marigot. That place there, to be honest, Mr. Commissioner Berngard and Mr. Chief Inspector Siobhan, Marigot needs to be purged. Only need to do a purge in Marigot. You know why? Look at this. Before I play the clip, now I talk about Pierre, the Prime Minister, that he hasn't stepped up to the game. But I'm gonna say this: all political, even the opposition, the white boy, because this murder happened in a theme time, and this white boy that was Prime Minister for St. Lucia, Chasnet or Chasney, where him want him is the same fucking thing. You understand? None of these politicians would go out there and speak to the victim and be there for the people. All them do, them line themselves with a bunch of yes men. So the white boy Chasney, this is also for you. Start to meet the people, them talk to the victims of crime in the community. Okay? Straight up. You, here, the whole of uno, need for putting a a bumper cloth 18-wheeler and dumping at the Caribbean Sea, dog. In our tractor trailer. Yes, that me I say. And he's a bunch of worthless fucking politicians.
Identified only as John Doe, the body of an adult male was discovered in a bushy area of Chinatown, Marigot, around 2:10 p.m. on Monday, November 4th, 2024.
That is another murder that happened 5 months ago in Marigot. The man them over there slap with a youth there. And the people them in Marigot, I said they don't know who this guy is. Nobody want to give information. They also said that the guy is not from that area. See what I'm saying? But I say that to say this. These little clips is not even a drop in the bucket of the kind of things that's going on in Marigot. And I need Inspector Siobhan, the Honorable Police Commissioner Verngard. I need you guys to step up and go to Marigot and purge it and sanitize that place. Please do it for me and do it for the people them of St. Lucia, because I'm telling you this, Marigot seems like it's a country within a country, and the government and the police force have no talk, no say. That's what I see. These are just a few of the cases that I highlight and the murder that happened in Marigot. But there's tons more. You see what I'm saying? And I'm appealing to the people them to start speaking up. Start speaking up, man. And I'm appealing to the politician them to start going out there and supporting the people them. And I'm appealing to the police. You need to go to Marigot and you need to purge it. Purge that town and sanitize it. When I say purge, I mean door to door and go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. Because obviously, Marigot, Mr. Mario, me nah cut it out. Marigot is one of the biggest hotspots in St. Lucia, and nothing has been done. So we are call upon the government, the police, law enforcement, everybody. Go up in them, man. People don't know what's going on. All you have to do, approach it the right way. People will tell them what's going on. If them don't want to tell you, they will tell me. So anybody have any info, contact Countryman. Listen, my name is Countryman.